Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to another brand new episode of DIY and construction fails. Now in this brand new episode today, we bring to you some of the craziest homeowner fails to do-it-yourself fails on video. This video has everything, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. So in this first clip we have here, we have this DIYer doing a live angle stop replacement. Now this is a pretty crazy thing to do, especially inside of a home. You've now created a water damage nightmare inside the customer's house.
Like, hey, electricians, bad spot. Yeah. How are we gonna get baseboards? Silliness.
So in this next clip we have here, this guy ended up installing a toilet for an elderly lady in this home. Now, he ended up installing a toilet with a Sloan automatic flush valve for the lady, but what ended up happening is the whole Sloan valve ended up exploding when she ended up flushing the toilet. You could pretty much see the whole entire unit right here absolutely in pieces. Check this out.
Holy heck, just separated the plastic. That is insane. I cannot believe that.
I'm glad our plumbing lives close by.
Yeah.
So this next clip we have here, this tenant ends up hiring a plumber to find a temporary fix for this water heater, given that the rental property managers are taking several months to fix this water heater. Now, this is just a huge problem because the water heater keeps leaking onto this second floor, and you could see all the mold spores going right through into the first floor. This guy has complained that he has had to replace floor and carpet, but with that being said, Ream is just known for their terrible water heaters, and it's no coincidence that this was in this rental property. So this next clip we have here, this guy had taken a video inside this commercial area where this handyman ended up doing a P-trap, but that wasn't just the worst thing of it all, because the toilet was not only not 12 inches on center, it was 21, and this thing is just so far away from the wall, it almost seems like you could hide back there.
What the fuck happened? Fuck! Fuck! What the fuck? Fuck! How did it end up so wrong? God fucking damn it, man.
Now this next clip we have here, this homeowner ended up doing a DIY shower. Now the shower looks pretty good. I'm not gonna knock their style, it looks really well, but when it comes to the slope, experience beats knowledge.
You give her one job. One job. What's wrong with this situation?
I didn't think about it, okay? Those are on the bottom.
Oh no.
Or that one up there is on the bottom.
So this next clip we have here is a complete DIY fail, yet we're not there yet. This lady ends up removing her old AC and replacing it with a brand new one. Now, is a brand new unit. She ends up trying to put it inside of the opening, and what ends up happening is the opening is just not big enough. So she decides to pick at it with a pickaxe, but it just ends up going wrong and she ends up destroying her unit. So this next clip we have right here is an absolute nightmare. Paint is peeling off of the ceiling and all of the walls inside this bathroom. Now, just when you might think to blame the kid, this was absolutely not him, but a handyman who completely neglected this bathroom. Now, what he ended up doing was painting over with a water-based paint on top of an oil-based paint, and the handyman ended up not primering the surface. This is why this thing is peeling, and unfortunately, he is out of the job, but this kid enters in and he's here to fix it, and shout out to him because he's completely knowledgeable.
Before painting on it, so well they didn't do this, so this is why the paint is peeling off. So we're just gonna have to use this tool, and we're just gonna have to scrape it off the whole restroom.
So this next clip we have right here, this painter ended up picking the worst time he couldn't have ever picked to paint this building, because he ends up spray painting this building, but it starts raining, and just when you thought it couldn't get worse, all the paint had hit the pavers already. But this is just the very least of his problems, because the rest of the water ends up going inside of the building into the pool area. Absolutely insane.
I'm just a girl who's trying to do a project and forgot about the outlets. Already nailed said beadboard.
So this next clip we have here, this brave plumber ended up going down into this basement. Now, the homeowner ended up complaining about a leak that had gone down here, but that should be the very least worries of their problems, because this whole entire place is a complete breathing hazard. This guy is just trying to go through and find the leak, and there's also no coincidence that you have 2 room water heaters on the floor completely unusable. But to anybody watching the video, would you go down here for $500?
Oh my god. There's a toilet.
So this next clip we have here, these plumbers are trying to get rid of this backup upstairs. Now they end up getting a bag and trying to get it into a trash bucket, but this wasn't just going anywhere at all, because it would have not fit inside that bucket anyways. And now the plumbers are completely throwing jabs at the other plumber downstairs because it didn't go inside the bucket.
One job, dude.
Yeah, hit a fucking tidal wave of shit coming at me.
No, the tidal wave shit goes to the garbage can, dude.
Sounded perfect.
Oh my god. Easy job, dude.
So this next clip we have here, this plumber ended up doing work on this nastiest bathroom he has ever seen, with tile missing from the whole entire shower. He ends up having to replace the shower valve that had been leaking right behind the wall. Now, this guy ends up going through heck and hell because he has to take this thing out without tearing up all the tile. Now, at some point you would think maybe getting a new bathroom would have been a better idea, but in this case, a minor fix because the client is extremely cheap.
On today's episode of how I fucked up taking the shit off of here.
So this next clip, this lady ended up having her toilet completely destroyed by a customer. Now, in her store, the second story of it, somebody ended up messing with the plumbing and the angle stop ended up coming off of the flush valve. For this next clip we have here, we have these African dudes demoing a bathroom. Now they end up getting to the sink area where they end up removing the stand from right underneath the sink. But when they end up removing the sink itself, whoever did that job last completely couldn't anchor this thing down, so they ended up thin setting it to the tile. The tile ends up popping off, and now this whole entire demo was a complete fail. So this next clip we have here, this couple ended up setting a self-level on their floor, but they didn't prep the floor that well. So what ended up happening is the self-level ended up cracking, and oh, what do you know, they have to demo the whole entire thing piece by piece because it wasn't properly prepared. So this next guy we have here completely underpaid these drywall guys to do a drywall job inside of his house. Now, what did he really expect when he decided to cheap out on a drywall contractor? But what do you guys think about this? I personally think that they could still mud over that if he kind of makes a little bit of a fix. But this is why you don't cheap out on your contractors, because you get what you pay for at the end of the day.
Anybody that puts in a shark bite fitting underground ought to be shot. Seriously, and it's stuck.
So this next clip we have here, this guy's Airbnb rental gets completely flooded because somebody had put a shark bite angle stop on this bathroom. Now, he couldn't find the main for the bathroom, but you could see that the shark bite had just completely come off. Now, when you put this thing, you gotta get a feel for it and make sure it goes all the way in, but unfortunately that wasn't the case, and this dude has packs inside his house. But he couldn't find the main, it was just a complete mess. Absolutely terrified for this guy.
Hustling motherfucker. I'm gonna make some shake. I'll show you how to turn on the song. Okay. I got rest stay there for a rainy day. It ain't
So this next clip we have right here is a fake plumber who ended up scamming this lady. Now the lady films this unbelievable plumbing work that this dude ended up doing. Now look at those electrical boxes and those stub outs right on top of it. Does that make any sense? To any plumber out there, it doesn't make sense, but this is where the plumber or fake plumber ended up scamming the lady when he ended up trying to do this tea, but he completely didn't know what he was doing, so he just abandoned the job. Complete hack work. I feel sorry for the lady. So this next clip we have here is an electrician who had gotten mad at his employees because when they did wire runs, they didn't utilize the full wire like it's supposed to. So he ends up hacking up some more work, and what he ends up doing is using the scraps to make a full run. Now, to any electricians out there, man, would you even consider doing this to save money? From homeowner fails to even contractor fails, this video had it all. So if you enjoyed today's video, then go ahead and leave a like. And if you guys wanted a brand new series, then leave a comment down below on which series we should do next. Other than that, have a nice day and we'll see you guys until next time.